The night was heavy with unspoken words, the kind that linger between two people who have been through too much to ever go back. Suowei's breath trembled under Cheng's touch, his mind caught between surrender and defiance. And in that charged silence, Cheng's voice cut through low, rough, possessive. Wei, you're mine. All of you. Forever. But neither of them knew. Forever was about to be tested. It started with a plan no one saw coming. Cheng's sister, had always been the quiet observer, watching her brother fight the silent war of loving a man in a world that demanded heirs and family legacies. She knew her parents traditional, unyielding and set in their ways. They would never accept Dabao, never accept Suowei, unless there was something, or someone, to bridge the gap. So she made a choice that would shake the entire family. She conceived a child not for herself, but for them. A surrogate heir, a son to be given to Cheng's name. The message was clear. If my brother can't give you the heir you want because he loves a man, I will. But it didn't end there. Protective and fierce, made her terms known. If their parents didn't allow Cheng and Suowei to live together peacefully, she would end the pregnancy. She stood in front of them, her voice steady, eyes unwavering. This child will only be born into a home where my brother is accepted. Otherwise, there will be no child. The silence that followed was suffocating. But finally, the parents gave in. They agreed to raise the baby as if he were Cheng's own. For the first time, Suowei felt the faintest glimpse of hope. But hope, as he would soon learn, is fragile. In the privacy of their home, another storm brewed. Suowei had been pushing for something Cheng refused to give control in bed. One night, the truth burst out. Wu had always wanted to top Cheng, but Chi had lied, telling him it had happened once when Wu was drunk. When Wu discovered the lie, fury ignited. Cheng's response was brutally honest. If you want to change me into someone who obeys your every will, caters to your every desire, then why be with me? I'm a man too. I can give you anything in life. But in bed, I have to be the one in control. The one to screw you, the one to make you submit completely. Suowei's lungs burned with anger. What kind of twisted logic is that? Kai's tone never wavered. This isn't about fairness. This is my defect, my limitation. Just like some people can't use their right hand, I can't be the one to be screwed. I don't have that ability. Since you're with me, you have to accept this. Try to love me with it. It wasn't just a bedroom fight. It was a battle of trust, pride, and vulnerability. And yet, Wu couldn't walk away. Tension simmered until it burst. Under the weight of Cheng's body, Suowei's resolve crumbled. Do you like being screwed by your husband? Chi growled. Yes, I like it. Wu gasped, the confession ripping from his throat. A wicked glint flashed in Kai's eyes. How about I find a few people to take turns with you? Wu's head shook violently. No, only you. Hearing that, Kai's heart swelled, a heat deeper than desire burning through him. Do you know how much your husband cherishes you? How much he loves screwing you? Wei, you are my life. But love wasn't always tender. Ever since Cheng learned of Suowei's past bullying, he couldn't let it go. Every memory of Wu being beaten, humiliated, and left alone felt like a nail in his own chest. Anger gnawed at him, not just at the bullies, but at Wu's younger self for enduring it silently. He wished he could travel back in time, grab those bullies by the throat, and shield Wu from every cruel hand. In his mind, he carried an image of scooping Wu up and bringing him home, never letting him face a single injustice again. His heart was narrow when it came to Suowei prying it open for anyone else would draw blood. Wu was his only exception. The weight of family pressure, unspoken fears, and unsatisfied desires threatened to break them. One night, words turned to shouting. Shouting turned to silence. Suowei, trembling, said the words Cheng never thought he'd hear. Maybe we're not meant to last. It was like a slap. Kai's fists clenched, his chest heaving. But instead of anger, a deep, guttural fear gripped him. He closed the space between them in 2 strides, pressing his forehead against Wu's. "No, you're mine."
"I don't care what it takes. I'll fight every person, every tradition, every damn thing in this world before I lose you."
Time, stubbornness, and love worked their quiet magic.
The child from Hijali's sacrifice was born, a boy with bright eyes who brought unexpected softness into the family home.
With his arrival came a fragile but real acceptance from Cheng's parents. One spring afternoon, surrounded by friends and family, Cheng and Suowei stood side by side. There were no grand speeches, only the weight of everything they had survived. Chi slid the ring onto Wu's finger, his voice low but steady. "From now until my last breath, you are my only one." Wu's eyes glistened, his lips curving into the smile Chi loved most. "And you are my life." When they kissed, it wasn't just the sealing of vows, it was the end of every battle they had fought, and the beginning of a life they had both bled to protect. That night, after the wedding celebration faded into soft laughter and the clinking of dishes being cleaned away, they finally had the house to themselves. Suowei sat on the bed, still in his white shirt from the ceremony, the top buttons undone, the faint smell of wine lingering in the air. Cheng walked in, loosened tie hanging around his neck, eyes locked on Wu with that same heat that had burned since the first day they met. Without a word, Chi knelt between his knees, fingers brushing over the ring on Wu's hand. "Looks good on you," he murmured. Wu's lips curved. "You're just proud you managed to trap me legally." She smirked, leaning in until his breath warmed Wu's cheek.
"Trap you? Wei. I've been caught in you since the day you smiled at me. This ring isn't a trap, it's proof I'll never leave."
Wu's teasing melted into quiet emotion. He cupped Kai's face, thumb brushing over his jawline. "Promise me.
No matter how stubborn we get, no matter what comes, you won't walk away."
Kai's voice was firm, almost a vow whispered in the dark.
"I couldn't, even if I wanted to.
You're in my blood now."
Their lips met slow, unhurried, as if sealing a private pact no one else would ever hear. The world outside could change, but here, in this moment, they were untouchable. And so, the man who once swore he would never bend, and the man who once thought he had nothing to offer, found their forever. Not in perfection, but in persistence. They had faced the weight of family expectations, the clash of wills, the sting of past wounds, and still, they stood together. If this story moved you as much as it did me, don't forget to subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss the next chapter of love, passion, and drama.
Tell me in the comments, what was your favorite moment between Cheng and Suowei?
Was it the fierce protectiveness, the passionate confessions, or the wedding that sealed it all?